So now we'll go through everything you need to know about colleges and how to pick which colleges you'll be applying to, since you already know everything you need to know about grades from our last video in the series, How to Become a Nurse. Now let's be honest, picking schools is a very personal choice. Sometimes people pick schools for financial reasons. Sometimes people pick schools because of their family legacy. Sometimes people pick schools for location, and there are a whole plethora of other reasons why people pick schools. But let's simplify this. Let's start with the types of registered nursing programs that are available to you. An associate's degree in nursing, or ADN, sometimes referred to as an ASN, is a nursing degree that you get from a community college. A bachelor's of nursing in science is a program that you get from taking it at a university. There are also what's referred to as a 30-unit option, which you can take at a university or a community college. This is not considered a degree at all. However, once you complete the education, you are eligible to take the NCLEX. However, for example, if you do that here in California, you will only be able to practice in California. So you will not be able to go to any other states in the United States and practice as a nurse. If you take this route, it is permanent. The ADN program is a degree that you receive from a community college. A lot of people pick this route because it is the least expensive way to become a registered nurse. Another reason why people pick this route is because location. Also, a lot of community colleges require lower GPAs than universities. We'll move on to the BSN, or Bachelor in Nursing degree. Now, these are obtained from a university. The thing about going to a bachelor's program is that it is typically more expensive than a community college. However, you do get a 4-year degree. You may get higher pay depending on what hospital you work at. You may get additional job opportunities, and also pretty much all the manager positions require at least a BSN. It's important to know that you can choose to take all of your prerequisite and general education courses at a community college and then transfer to a university, or you can start at a university. It just depends on you. Both ADN and BSN programs are going to require that you take general education and also nursing prerequisites. The nursing prerequisites are specific to the nursing program. Those are usually going to be classes such as your sciences, your math, and some schools also require English, psychology, public speaking, and other courses that are included in their prerequisites for the nursing program. These also can tend to overlap with your general education requirements, but a college counselor can help you know exactly which classes you need to take and what requirements they're going to meet. For most schools, once you complete your general education and your nursing prerequisites, you can go ahead and then apply to the nursing program. In addition, you may need to take a test called the TEAS test. It is a test that tests your basic knowledge of science, math, and English. This test is very common for schools in California. Some schools outside of California also require this test, but again, you're going to have to check with your school to see if it's necessary. Most schools require at least a 62% or higher to pass this test, and you only have 2 chances to achieve this score. And again, make sure you check with your school in addition to nursing prerequisites and general education if you have a TEAS test or any other entry exams to be able to apply to the nursing program. There are some universities that when you are accepted into the university, you are also accepted into the nursing program. So you do not have to reapply once you finish your general education requirements. You do have to keep your grades up because you can still get kicked out of the university if you don't keep your grades up. General education usually includes classes such as English, math, psychology, sociology, anthropology, music, art, PE. Those are courses that are included in general education. Typical nursing prerequisites include heavy science classes such as microbiology, anatomy, physiology, and chemistry. Non-science nursing prerequisites can include English, math, such as statistics or algebra, psychology, nutrition, and so on. So notice again, those overlap sometimes with your general education. So it's good to work with a counselor to know exactly what you need to be taking. Now we're gonna organize all these schools. Maybe you have a list of 3 or 4 schools, maybe more. We're gonna organize them. How are we gonna do this? You're gonna either create an Excel spreadsheet, some other type of spreadsheet using some other software, or get you a good old plain piece of paper and write these things down. Get your paper, okay? Considering that some nursing programs require different prerequisites, make sure that you know what prerequisites you need to take to be able to apply to certain nursing programs. If you have 3 different schools, you want to make sure that you're taking the right prerequisites for each of those schools. Also look at the general education requirements because you're going to want to make sure that you're meeting those. Once you get into your nursing program, you don't want to have to take things like PE just so you can get your degree when you're finished with your education. On your spreadsheet, make you a section for minimum GPA requirement. If you can take repeat courses, how many can you take? Recency requirements. In other words, how soon do your prerequisites need to be to applying to the program? Also, you're going to want to put on their deadlines. Deadlines. You do not want to miss when the application opens or closes. And a lot of schools have different times for these, so you're gonna wanna make sure you keep track. The competitiveness of the program, is the school impacted or not? If so, how can you be more competitive with the other people that are going to apply to this same program? You can put a section for competitiveness and things that you can do to be more competitive. If you're going to get more points for speaking a different language, coming from a disadvantaged background, being the first to graduate college in your family, having healthcare experience such as working as a CNA, a medical assistant, an LVN, or some other type of healthcare experience, and also volunteering to hopefully help you get into the program a little bit easier. Now, you heard me already talk about points. Let's talk about points because this is a real thing. Most colleges, community colleges and universities included, work on what's called a point system. What's a point system? Okay, a point system is basically what the college uses to determine if you have enough points to apply to their program. If you have enough points, it depends on which school you're going to, how they use them. So for example, a community college usually makes sure that applicants meet a minimum amount of points. So let's say 50 points you need to be able to be accepted into this nursing program. All of those people that reach those 50 points without having any exclusions for any other reasons are entered into what's called a lottery system. The lottery system means that these people are picked randomly. If they are able to accept 30 students, they will randomly select 30 students out of maybe 200 that applied. While a university usually uses point system, they usually pick from the pool of people that have the highest amount of points. And then if there are tiebreakers needed, They will use a tiebreaker such as a higher GPA, less repeat classes, and things like military status and such. So once you go ahead and organize all of these things that you need to know for the schools that you want to apply to, and make sure that you're hitting those goals so that you will be competitive and you will be able to apply to these schools, you're gonna have to figure out how to pay for them. If you want to know how you can potentially walk away from college loan free and having somebody else pay for your college education, click here. Thank you for watching. I will see you guys in my next video on how to have somebody else pay for your college education. Bye.